You have four options. Play fence or play full game. Entering team select screen. The Carolina Panthers, the home team, are selected. Ready.
Up next, it's an NFC South showdown. New Orleans has defeated Carolina in 8 of the last 9 meetings. Can the Panthers snap a 4-game skid to the Saints? Find out on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaud alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goal. You'd better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Entering onside, kickoff left.
One-loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former first-round pick in his second season now in the NFL. From Utah State, it's Jordan Love.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup, threw way too many interceptions.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
First down, going to the air with Love. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Love looking to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There, return middle. Return left.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here comes Cohen.
R2 button. Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected. Pass spot. AHD power O. Under.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
R1 button. R1 button. Triangle button. R1 button.
Complete. That's Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this.
Entering play call. Regoni HB scissor. AHB stretch.
Holding him for a short gain.
Square button. Triangle button. Circle button. Circle button. Circle button. R1 button. Cross button.
And that nearly an interception.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Fun plan. There are 9 player. There are Marquise Brown. Justin Jefferson. Jalen Samuels. Pat Fryermuth. Justin Fields. Alan Lazar. Javonte Williams. 26. AHP inside zone.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They run for the first. Tay Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards in North Carolina last year. In fact, there's over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who's taken into 4.
Entering play call. 26 U. AHP inside zone.
But many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
Williams.
R1 button.
The numbers for Williams a week ago. 24 carries, 113 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football.
Entering play call. Jump player. There are 9 categories. Formation. Concept. Screen. Play action. Do. Pass sprint. Pa do. Pass sprint HB. Pass sprint HB flat. Pa HB real.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Cross button.
Fields off the bootleg.
Triangle button.
Williams is going to have the first down of the
button.
Touchdown Panthers. Javonte Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That event is selected.
In the stands, that's our guy.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Love now. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Love. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Raekwon Davis never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing. Love. Under pressure, they got him again. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Love from the gun. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Always talks about a
That's
fast
true.
start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB stretch is selected.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
R1 button.
Throw is
Cross button. Cross button. Square button. Cross button.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can.
Entering play call, coach suggests on plan. Player, there are 9 categories. Formation, I form. Mesh. AHB stretch.
2nd and 16.
Cross button.
They give it to
Cross button.
right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Entering play call, close, their formation, concept, keep path, meeting, quick, script, play action, pass, do, pared, padu left, pared.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From his own end zone, Fields.
Triangle button, triangle button. Triangle button.
He is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, they're going to have some space here on the free kick.
You're exactly right about that. They just wish that they could have the free kick and not give up the 2 points.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 3 options, punt left is selected.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Here's Thomas. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
But that hasn't been the case so far in this game, so maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Love. There's Trimble, the tight end.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here's Britton Colquitt to punt this one away.
R2 button.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Entering play call, Padu.
He said simply,
HP wheel.
he obviously was.
Padu.
I think he's been a little modest.
Sprint HP flat.
Groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Square button.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there.
Entering play call, Padu. Concept, error, play type, error, not RPO, run. Run.
Going to get him. Sometimes you panic as well.
KHP inside zone. KHP dive.
In this case,
KHP inside zone.
play and knocked it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now.
R2 button.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Entering KHP inside zone.
On the ground, this is Williams.
Cross button.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Entering play call, inside, play type, concept, error, formation, error, player, error, gun plan, error, coach suggest, Z-spot and go, AHP slim.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cross button. Cross button.
Now a handoff.
Cross button.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the
Entering play call, curls X go, counter Y,
and give them
fade HP wheel,
hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage.
tap fade HP wheel,
Get chunky yardage.
inside zone, fade HP wheel.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Square button.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Button.
Pushing his way through. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Entering play call. Empty flood switch. AHB dive. Spacing. Quick pitch. Slants. Quick pitch. Slants. Cross button. R1 button. R2 button.
Zard here over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. We have 30 recent plays. There are AHB dive. Slants. Inside zone. Slants. AHB dive. Sprint HB flat. AHB stretch.
Learning process. And that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, right, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Entering play. Coach suggests. Recent play. Coach. Von plan. Player. Alan Lazar. Javonte Williams. Mark Weisberg. Justin. Jalen. Justin. Pa Expert. Bench. Close across.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Cross button.
Play action. Fields.
Circle button. R1 button.
Man, and he hits
Cross button.
Touchdown! Ross Dwelling, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Thomas. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now Love. Out to the right. He's got the tight end wearing. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Let's go.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake. Here's Love. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Love. And the pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
R2 button.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
Entering play call, coach suggests double slants. AHP inside zone. D-spot.
They're guessing wrong.
AHP inside zone.
I think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They start the drive on the ground. It's
button.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options with pitches selected.
Pretty good about themselves. Defensive.
Close across. Inside zone.
You didn't let it turn.
AHP angle.
But the goal?
Outside zone.
2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers.
Entering play, jet touch pass, outside zone, close across, counter Y, flood, AHP draw. R1 button, cross button, Cross button.
That falls to the ground, incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 flex switch.
Brings up third down.
Fade HP wheel.
Defense, it looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
R1 button.
Throw.
Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Larry Ogunjobi with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Test, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 40.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Love. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just short.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And out of the backfield a week ago, they got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First down, Love to pass. And that'll be knocked away.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. By the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now.
Entering play call. Threatened spacing. HP draw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
R1 button. Triangle button.
Fields. That's complete.
Button.
Jefferson. And he's got this down almost to the 20.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. Speed good. Inside zone.
The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, a run with Cohen.
R2 button.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Empty flips with inside zone.
Not at all. They did a really nice job.
PHP dive.
Places and spotting any lanes to open up.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Circle button. R1 button. Triangle button. R2 button. Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have predictions. HP stretch is selected.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Square button. Square button. Square button.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Empty selected.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking for...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
...that Steve Young was talking about. Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers. And, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. That caught by Trimble. And able to get this across.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Time, and that'll bring up 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
R1 button.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive.
Entering play call, coach drag under. AHP draw.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Triangle button.
They begin the drive with Williams.
R2 button.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 40.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 caps. Curl.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up.
Punt plan. There are player. There are 9. Punt plan. There are 9 categories. Blitz counter is select player. There are Markwise Brown.
Seeing that they can move the
Markwise. Pod keep out. D spot. Pod keep out.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Cross button.
Play fake, now Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And a little floater there is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field.
Entering play call, Markwise Brown. Close Paseo.
Good. Unfortunately,
Player, there are 9. Javonte Williams. Punt plan, there are 9 categories. Player, there. Formation, there. I form. Strong. Close. AHP dive. Pod keep.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Fields.
Triangle button.
That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
General rule, what they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, going to the air with Love. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Raekwon Davis getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Center in the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run. It's Sanders. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Saints on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Love now. And this is going to be
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
R2 button.
That's one man. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdowns.
Entering play call, some plan, there, player, there are not, formation, there are, concept, key pass, switch X come back, AHP and goal, switch X come back.
That's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Good starting position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Cross button, circle button, cross button, R1 button, square button, cross button, R1 button, cross button,
play action,
triangle button, square button.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Entering, switch X come back, AHP and goal, switch X come back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Triangle button, circle button, square button, circle button. Cross button.
Fake the handoff.
Square button. Square button.
And that nearly a turnover, but
entering play call. Switch X concept. Play height. RPO. Run. Pass. Run. AHP inside zone.
There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 10th carry. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 28. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Entering play call, inside handoff. There are 7 categories. AHP inside zone. AHP dive. Inside zone split. AHP inside zone.
And we'll break that one soon.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 46 yards is selected.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This one from 46 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Click off left is selected.
Pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And able to get this out to the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Love. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Had his hands on it, couldn't break it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
There's Britton Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Cross button.
And bulldozing his way through. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this.
Entering play call. Punch trail. RPO alert. Threaten space it. AHP slim.
I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdown.
We'll get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to...
Entering play call. On plan. There are not player. There are Javonte Williams. Markwise Justin Jefferson. Justin. Pa Expers on this direction. Pa Expers cross.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Cross button. R1 button. Circle button. Cross button. Cross button. Triangle button. Cross button. Circle button. Cross button. R1 button. Square button.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Entering play call. Just Pa Expers cross. On this direction. Pa bench. Close pa cross. Bench. Close pa cross.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cross button.
Fields now to throw.
Circle button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
And that one drops down, incomplete.
Entering play call. Justin Jefferson. Pa Expers cross. Player. Area. Formation. There. iPhone. Scrum. Weak. Pistol. Gun. Goal line. Gun. Pistol. Weak.
Enforce that incompletion.
Close flip. Mesh. 94 will.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Williams.
Cross button.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Entering play call. Inside zone. AHB dive. Inside zone.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Williams.
R2 button.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Also, damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
AHB dive. Inside zone. Cross button.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
R2 button.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down.
Entering play call. Close flex. There are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Inside zone is selected.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Entering play call. Close flex. There are 2. Play call. Play call. Formation. There are pistol. Weak. Strong. I-form. Single back. Wing. Sluggo seam. AHB zone WK.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Entering play call. Wing tight. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. HB zone WK is selected.
And you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Cross cutting.
Williams.
Cross cutting.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Entering play 26. AHB zone WK.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Cross cutting.
They'll run it.
1 button.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1.
Entering play call. Wing tight 26. AHB zone WK.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout.
Entering play call 26. AHB zone WK.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll try.
Cross cutting.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Javonte Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Attempt is selected.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was the rookie Javonte Williams who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. With it on the return is Logan. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 20.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin in the Meadowlands, an AFC East matchup between New England and the New York Jets. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Odell Beckham up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. From there, we'll stay in the AFC East as we jet down the coast to check on the Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And as you see, they are currently all tied with the visiting Denver Broncos. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And this tells the story right here. As a unit, negative yards passing through 2 quarters of play. That is something you almost never see. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Entering run out, throw it short, run out, run inside.
One of these two teams is going to get their first win.
Defend short pass.
Let's kick it back
Defend outside run, defend short pass. Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
R2 button.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to push.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Counter Y is selected. On plan, there are 9 categories. Run inside, run in AHD belly weak.
You at this point, attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They start the second half here with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain.
Entering play call, run inside. You have 7. On plan, there are coach suggests. Please spot. Inside zone.
They won their
next go.
Scrimmage, left in no space to try and run.
We'll spot.
Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9.
Cross button. R1 button. Circle button. Triangle button.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Entering play call, coach on plan, player, there are 9. Formation, concept, medium, quick pass, quick pass, stick, 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 Panther stick.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Cross button, R1 button, R1 button, R1 button.
this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. On a man down, and it's Sanders. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. Attempting to tie his own NFL record. This from 64 yards out. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half.
Entering play, keep curl.
To the guys
PhD stretch.
They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve.
Cross-cutting.
Determination.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Entering play call, gun plan. There are 9. Formation, concept, run, screen, play action, do, red, pass printage, pa HD wheel.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Cross button.
It's Fields off the bootleg.
Triangle button. Circle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
Cross button.
And this is caught. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Carolina. Well, CD, when you combine see with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And this offense has really just been humming all game long. So to me, they're just saying, we want to finish this one off in the third quarter so we can coast home in the fourth. And this is just a tremendous play. Something we've seen time and again from this offense.
And that one spanning an even 65.
Entering play call. Kadu.
Stats.
HB. Kadu. Sprint HB flat.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Cross button.
The bootleg.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Panthers. Ramondre Stevenson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That against is selected.
Here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
What we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 5 yards is the tally.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Off the play fake, Love. And they will not get the connection there. It's
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Yeah, the next gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Here's Britton Colquitt now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
R2 button.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdowns.
Entering play call. Go under.
Remains to be seen.
Inside zone.
You and I'll be
Triangle. AHB stretch.
with what he's doing in this contest. I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team.
R1 button.
He's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting.
Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. Square button.
And oh, that nearly their first.
Entering play call. AHB slip screen.
Out incomplete. They got the win last week despite not
On plan, there are 9 categories. Player, error, mark-wise draft, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Sen, Pat Fryermuth, Justin Fields, Alan Lazard, Javonte Williams, Jog 26, AHP inside zone.
Possessing it, making plays downfield, and you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Cross button.
On second down, Williams.
R2 button.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 106 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Entering plate 26, AHB dive, AHB dive, AHB dive.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Cross button.
Williams.
Cross button.
He sneaks his way forward only for a couple here.
Entering play call. Javonte Williams. Player. There are 9. Formation. I form. Close. AHB leg dive.
At the line of scrimmage. They use great leverage.
AHB stretch.
Spot and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They give it to Williams, running right.
Cross button.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Entering play call. Close. There are 3. Inside zone. Flanker drive. AHB leg dive.
Because they've had a very nice, productive day running.
AHB stretch.
That poor defense.
AHB leg dive.
The entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Tackles.
Cross cutting.
On 3rd down, here's Williams.
Cross cutting.
The 1st down and a little more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Entering plate, AHB stretch, AHB leg dive. Cross cutting.
On 1st down,
Cross cutting.
it's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward.
Entering play call. Close. There. AHB stretch. Inside zone. Upty corner. 94 will. Top HB wheel.
By the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Cross button.
On second down,
Button.
it's Williams. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his
Entering play call. Close. There are 3 AHB stretch.
diagnosis.
Inside zone. Flanker drive. Inside AHB stretch.
Did they have the goods?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike spot board, Mike spot board, Mike spot board. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Cross button.
A give to Williams, running right.
Cross button.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 144 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Flanker drive.
9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Entering play call. Close. There are 3 categories who have 12 options. Inside zone is selected.
There for a 3rd time.
Flanker drive. AHB leg dive.
It's them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Entering franchise screen, you have 8 options. Cross button.
They'll hand it off now.
Button.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. With it on the return is Logan. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They've been working well together, but every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Love. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And they haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Glove. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Now looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Prater's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
R2 button.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Stick.
You want more?
AHP dive.
Guess what?
Curl combo.
Your team.
AHP dive.
3 now in search of 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
They start the drive
Cross
off
button.
Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Cross button. Cross button.
Play action.
Triangle button. Cross button.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 Chicago slot cross, AHP inside zone.
And other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Cross button. Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. Triangle button.
Shot for the end zone.
Cross button.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Plan. There are player. There are Alan Lazard, Javonte Williams, AHP zone WK.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff.
Cross button.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up.
Entering play call. Javonte. 26. Player. Plan. There are 9. Coach suggests. AHP slip screen. Hands cross screen.
Trash man. His ability to
AHP flood.
Plays.
Escape.
And that's exactly
Southeast corner.
Your Mike linebacker.
Square button. Cross button. Cross button. Triangle button.
This will be
Touch button.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 short.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. 2 have 30 actions. Field zone alert Omaha is selected. Mesh spot.
Downfield. You just want to find
Plan. There are 9. Player. There are 9. Alan Lazard. Javonte Williams. Javonte. AHP zone WK. Cross button.
They'll run on first.
Button.
Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten.
Entering play call. Javonte Williams. You have 7. Player. There are 9 categories. You have 7 options. Javonte Williams is selected. Plan. There are 9. Coach suggests. Empty flood switch. AHP draw. Empty flood switch.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Cross button. Square button.
Fights out the defender. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside.
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. Fade HP wheel.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in.
Entering play. Curls combo. AHP stretch. Level switch.
For the
AHP dive.
One-sided
Quick
affair.
slant. AHP dive.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them. 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Circle button. R1 button. Cross button.
A play fake.
R1 button.
Throw.
R1 button.
And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 18 options. Field goal 56 yards is selected.
He closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even.
Entering play call, special teams. We have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st and 10, Love. And the coverage terrific.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw now, here's Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Saints on 3rd down. An almost unimaginable 0 for 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Love. That caught by Tremble. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going for it with Sanders. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Panthers...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. We have 3 options. HD stretch is selected.
Down and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's going
26 HD stretch.
Coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
On 1st down.
Cross cutting.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, let's go.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
Entering play call, spot.
Keep handing
Inside zone.
picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Square button.
54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got one.
Cross button.
To throw.
Cross button. R1 button.
Swings this out here for
R2
Cone.
button.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss.
and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that...
Entering play call. On plan, there are 9 categories. Run inside is run in KHB belly weak.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Cross button.
On the ground.
Arch button.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Entering play call. Run inside. You have 79 options. HB zone WK is selected.
Reliable running game. They breathe.
KHB belly weak.
The sideline.
KHB inside zone. KHB dive. Close zone ST. KHB dive.
He's really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Cross cutting.
Williams.
Cross cutting.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Entering play call. Run inside. AHB belly weak. Zone split WK. AHB belly weak.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Williams.
R2 button.
Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Javonte Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. They're definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was the rookie Javonte Williams who finished it off with a touchdown.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Love now to pass on 1st down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Love. And he takes a shot on the release.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Have empty selected.
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. With it on the return is Logan. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Onto the field comes New Orleans. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Love back to it here after the pick six. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Love now. Right back to Claypool, this time complete. They get 7 out of that. So
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Saints on 3rd down. The struggle has been real. They have had ample opportunities. They've yet to cash one in. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going back to Love. Left side here to Sanders. The completion, but
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
play fake. Here's Love. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
And that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. To pass, here's Jordan Love. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Sanders. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Sanders again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Love looking to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's in.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Panthers defense able to...
Entering play call, coach suggestion, double slants, AHP dive.
Zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to...
On plan, there are player, there are formation, concept, there are play type, there are 9, pass, special, RPO, run, cut, run.
Now they get there.
AHP inside zone.
We don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. They begin the drive with Williams.
R2 button.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9.
Entering play call, AHP inside zone.
Oh, that's
AHP dive.
of all those
AHP zone WK.
tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Watch my board. Cover.
Cross cutting.
Williams going to get it
Cross cutting.
down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15.
Entering play call. Inside handoff. Bears. AHP inside zone. AHP dive.
Yeah, how about
Close zone ST. Zone fake jet.
Continues to
Zone fake jet.
no penalty.
AHP zone WK.
Tap those
Inside zone split.
front and say, guys,
AHP zone WK.
keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Cross cutting.
Now a first down carry. It's
Cross cutting.
and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Entering play call. Inside handoff. Outside handoff.
And it'll be second down.
Play call.
I've got to think this offensive line
Play
is getting
type.
smart.
There are not. RPO.
I know it sounds
Special.
easy.
Pass.
They practice
Run.
for this back in training camp.
AHP toss.
Situations.
AHP toss crack.
Extra
Quick
defenders in the
pitch.
box coming out.
AHP toss.
Trying to keep
Quick
them from
pitch.
locking down a
Play
game.
call.
Right now, they want to
Play
show the
type.
world
There
they're
are
up to the challenge.
personnel. There are 9 favorites. There are recent plays. Coach suggestion. Plan. Coach. Post HD. AHP stretch.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Cross cutting.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read
Entering
the
play.
defense and trying
Close
to
zone S. AHP zone WK.
track, and it cost him.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's
Cross cutting.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Entering AHP stretch. Cross cutting.
First down, a run with Cohen.
Into cutting.
Nearly past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Entering play. AHP dive. Inside zone. 94 will. AHP dive. Inside zone. AHP dive.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Cross cutting. Cross cutting.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not good.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9. Plan. There are 9. Player. There are 9. Formation. There are 9. I form. Strong.
What that means,
Close. AHP dive. AHP slash FK and R.
he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Hey, 1 set, 1 set. Check, right 54. Right 54.
Cross cutting.
Fake the handoff, now Fields.
Triangle cutting. Triangle cutting.
They're going for Jefferson down.
Triangle cutting.
And this one taken in on the right side.
Entering play call. Close. We have 9 up. AHP zone WK.
Let him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and run some clock. Put on the ground. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So a change of possession here on the punt. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Love. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down, Love to pass. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And inside the 20.
Entering play call, normal. There are 3 categories. You have 33 options. Tampa 2 is selected.
Throw to the end zone on.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Love. And he's going to go down. They sack him back.
Entering play call, normal. There are 3 categories. You have 33 options. Tampa 2 is selected.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Love from the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot sync quarterback to wide receiver.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7.
Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Micah Parsons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. One last shot now for Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, there's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal. Picked up by a Fitu Metafawu. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games.
Post-game report player stats.
Next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.